of the Sober Sessions, and we are so excited to have the lovely Bex Weller with us. So hi Bex, how are you?
Hi, very well, thank you. Hi guys.
Hiya.
Hi.
We're so grateful that you agreed to come on, and we can't wait for today. So shall we get straight in, everybody, or does anyone want to say how they are today? How are you, Dave? Are you all right? It's not feeling grumpy at all today, Dave?
I don't know why you sound grumpy. I'm really up, and I've been up since 4 o'clock, so I'm on fire.
Looking good. Looking good there, Dave?
Is this a bit where you normally say you look shattered?
You don't. Honestly, look, I'm being nice.
I even bought these just in case. So.
Can I just tell you, he had them on and he was sat back when I first came on, like he was on holiday on a sunrise.
I look like one of those old Elvis impersonators, didn't I?
You did a bit.
Is it sunny again down south?
No, it's a bit manky today, to be honest.
Yeah, it's quite overcast today. Yeah.
Well, welcome.
What's it like up north?
Yeah.
Like this every day, chucking it down.
These keep having it really sunny, Bex, and me and Alex, it's raining every single day where we are. It's just not on.
Yeah,
that's not cool. And it's summer, right?
Yeah, winter started in Manchester, and they're just at the height of summer in London and south of London. So feel a bit hard done by.
I bet.
Move to South London then.
Too expensive, Dave. I wouldn't pay what you lot pay to live. No way. How are you, William? Okay?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, makes a change getting up early for one of these, doesn't it?
What, for us or for you?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I think for us. And Lisa, you're okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I've just walked the dog. I'm ready. I've got my smoothie, my water, my coffee, my questions.
Are you going to need a wee in the middle? All right, we'll get started. So, Bex, at the beginning of your very first book, A Happier Hour, you open it with your final hangover. Now, I know that every one of us have been there, and I think that moment was what changed your life. Can you tell us about the moments or the events that led up to you quitting drinking, and what finally made you kick the booze?
Absolutely. Yes. So I started off my first book talking about this moment that set off a chain reaction to everything else, because I woke up and I had one of those awful hangovers and I couldn't find my phone. And so I was sort of crawling around in the dark in the early morning light, trying to find this phone. And, you know, I've lost many things over the years, but when I couldn't find it, I realized, okay, it's probably at the hotel that I'd been at with my parents the night before, because my family were flying out and we'd been at this airport hotel drinking with them, my husband and I, that is. And so I had to go to an early morning meeting. It was like 6 a.m. and I had an 8 a.m. meeting at work that I had to be at before I could go and retrieve my phone from this hotel. So I went to this early morning meeting, somehow drove myself to work when I probably shouldn't have, got into this meeting, no doubt reeking of booze, then came out and got in my car again and drove to this hotel and picked up my phone. And I was just mortified, even just picking it up from reception, because at this point I was 39 years old and I came out of the hotel and I got into my little old car and it was raining and it just had that musty smell. And I was just thinking, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing with my life? I mean, this kind of behavior, it might have been funny when I was in my 20s, but I was about to be 40 and I was like, you know, what, come on, pull yourself together, woman. And I messaged my love and I said to him, I don't want to go back to work. Like, I'm sitting in this car park. No one from work knows that I've just disappeared. And you know, I just don't know what I'm doing with myself. And he was like, come meet me for lunch. And I went and met him at a cafe near his work for lunch. And he said to me, what if we just resign from our jobs tomorrow? And this was something that we'd been talking about for a while. It was just like such a pipe dream. I was working as a cost engineer at a global energy company, and he was working in IT in a green energy company. And he'd wanted to leave for a while and start his own graphic design and web development company. And I'd wanted to leave and become a health coach. But it was one of those things, you know, I used to talk about a lot of things when I was drinking. And I never put these things into practice. Like I never actually took the leap and actually did these things. They were just things that I talked about that disappeared in the early morning light. And I was like, are you serious?